Hey everyone, Jim here, covering Fishing North Atlantic Enhanced Edition. This is yet another title from Miscellaneous Games. They're probably best known for Ships at Sea, Fishing North Atlantic, this one, and Fishing Barents Sea. They're based out of Norway. They do use the Unreal Engine. These titles are pretty, I mean, they try to be as realistic as possible. They're not always the best. And they do, I can tell you in the titles I've played previously, they do have bugs. I found in this one, this title specifically, there are some workarounds. They've added some, like, I don't know if it's new. Maybe they added it as a patch later on in their older titles. But you can warp back to locations that you've previously visited, like back to the dock. And they've added just a lot of ships. So I want to go through and just show you some of the features in here that I've found so far. There may be more. And we'll go ahead and grab into the dock. These are some of the options that you have as far as weather. Get the output. You can get that, like the forecast coming up. You can skip time here. You can view the map, the overall map of the. You do have to escape. It's not as. It's not as. Oh, tell me it didn't just log up. Well, I'll tell you. Nothing like starting a video and hitting a bug. It did say close. My bag. My bag. Let's look at the map. Here's the map. You can zoom out. You can see things like, and I'll show you where you can get, like, you could pay money. Some of them are free of where other fishermen have seen, like lobster. This area right here, this was a day ago. I actually went up here, where they in their projected path, and using sonar, I did actually see a huge trough of lobster, and had it, not too bad of a catch. But I spent all the profits on upgrades. That's just, that's me. The fish market, obviously you've got the shop in here. They've got some different tools. It tells you what they do. And obviously these are not just for fishing lobster. You get the fish prices. I can see what's selling. So right now, lobsters are going for about 25 bucks per kilogram. Then we've got the shop. Oh, we did the shop. Fishing gear. You can buy your bait. This is where you restock, like, your pots. 2 out of 12. I'll do all this later. I do need to restock because I was out. Obviously, the steel are going to be a little bit better than the wooden ones. I don't know. I renamed my boat, but it continues to call me No Yankee, which is odd. You can sell what you no longer need, which is cool. Then you can buy your bait. Right now, I'm set up for rigging for lobster. So, I think, yeah, I'm maxed out right now, so we're good there. As far as the town, this is where you can hire your crew. Each ship, which I'm going to show you here in a few, allow you to see what their traits are, what they charge per day. You can also train them, which is also in here. Shows you if you had crew on board. Crew house. Again, I don't have crew, so I can't really show you yet. But I will be able to. They got a bank if you want to go borrow some money. Interest rates at like 5%. It's not cheap. And the more you borrow, the higher it goes. And then repay. I'm debt free. I'm gonna try to stay that way. There's a bar. This is where you get your tips. I don't care about a week ago. I only cared about today. I already, yesterday, and I did buy that already. And I kind of know where they're at and where they're going. And then there's missions. You can actually deliver cargo if you have the room. You can just run missions if that's your thing. And then there's services. This is basically to rescue you. It's quite expensive, but if you get stuck out there, run out of gas, God forbid, something happens, you can always get back. Maintenance. This is where you go, and this is where you change the name and the color of your boat and your scheme. Refueling, obviously. Upgrades. This is the fun part. So you can upgrade your storage for the boat. You can upgrade the engine, which I did. I'm now running the engine 2. They do consume more fuel, but it gets me where I'm going faster. There's an autopilot. I installed it. I can actually, once you set up waypoints, you can have the ship go to each waypoint, and then I can just walk away. Like if I'm doing real time, sailing out to a location. The only problem with autopilot, if you're watching sonar, you may just go right over an area of undiscovered trough of lobsters and miss it. So, it's a give or take. Fishing quotas, you can upgrade like your profits that you get. Which is cool. Haven't really. It's expensive. There's sonar, gives you different depths. Right now we're just running with the standard. There's different buoys. These are the detectors that float up where your pods are at, and you can go back and retrieve them. It's one thing to note. I think for lobsters, they have to be down at least 4 hours, 4 game hours, to give them plenty of time to go back and capture, a decent load. And then after that, there's a chance that they're going to start to escape. So I always keep an eye. And you can hover over the map of each of your little beacons, the buoys, and it'll tell you how much time they've been out there. And then searchlight. I don't use this a lot. It's kind of hard to control, but it is what it is. It's there. Haven't really found a huge need for it, but let's get into the real fun, the shipyard. This is what I own. Again, it says it's got the old paint job, but it shows you, here's the maximum crew, which that's why I don't have anybody. I can't hire anyone. And then available. Look at this. Look at these. All these different, these things are massive. I can't wait to have the cash. This is a $4 million, almost a $5 million boat, but wow. I'm looking forward to that. And I think, and then rigging. So when you rig your boat out, right now the only thing, because I think it's because of my level, haven't really figured that out yet, but I'm still working on it. If I'm looking over my shoulder, it's because we got a storm coming today. So yeah, that in a nutshell is of what is available at a port. And when you look on the map, it'll tell you not all the ports have all those features. I can go into, let's do a little tour here real quick. I'm not sure why it's not. I don't know if it's because I'm at the dock. Yeah, there. Like I said, there are still some things to be worked out. It says I have some pods. I have no idea what's going on there. But I'm gonna dock again. Let's try to get back into my boat. There we go. Like I said, these do come with bugs. The developer doesn't. I don't think I've ever seen him fix a whole lot. So you're just gonna have to deal with them. You can go into first person. You know, kind of walk around the ship. These are the working areas. I will tell you that the tutorial could use some love for each. It gives you a tutorial how to lobster fish, which is the one I went through. It doesn't go through and tell you. It'll say grab the pot. It doesn't, you know, or grab a container, lift up the hoist. I didn't know the bait was here, so I was really just clicking around. If they could just like maybe make that glow or put an arrow. Hey, that's right here. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's pretty simple. I can return that to the stack. You know, so these are the storage where the lobsters go. And I'll just tell you lobsters because that's all I know. These are the bands. So let's say you've you've reeled this back up, and this is what retrieves them. That's the device that actually brings them up out of the water after you hook them. But you'll actually open it won't let me now, but you can open that, grab each lobster, grab the hook, the claw size, and then throw them in. And it does have a little measuring thing. It'll tell you how big they are. So if you know you want to keep the small ones, you keep them, you know, throw them back. You know, but they do have an average of like size of the lobster and what they're gonna pay. So that's it so far. I'm gonna go out to sea. I just want to show you briefly the different views of what's at sea for this game. As you can see, you know, while we're here, I can show you the sonar. That's going to show you like the surface area underwater, the ship, the fish, storage, you know, what I've got in there. These are the lights. You got working lights, interior, running lights, and then that searchlight feature, which I don't use. And then the rescue button, which I don't need rescued, so... that's pretty much there at the functions of the... Oh, and in the forecast. So if I want to see what the forecast is for each day. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pause this, fast forward and through time, and I'm going to go out, see if we can snag a catch, and then and show you what that looks like, at least for lobsters. And then... we'll probably end the video from there. So hold on and let me get out to sea, and we'll do some more recording. You know, as I was sailing, I thought, you know, I should probably show you the waypoints. So once you've got waypoints selected, these are to remove them. We're going to see, it's kind of hard. You got to really zoom in. The ship itself, the autopilot won't work unless you path it out correctly to avoid land. You'll get that message, and believe me, it's not the most graceful. Oops, idiot. Hey, click. Like I said, not the easiest tool to work with. But let's get out here. We want to get to sea. Sometimes as I'm sailing, I'll as the ship is running, I'll move these around. So let's click that off. Then I can move the map, which is what I was trying to do. And it's I definitely will move that because I mean it looks like, you know, hey, that's not very significant. But it really is. And then where I want to go is about right here. I'm going to go back out where those lobster sightings were. Let's put that back out there. But I'm not going to keep you on here. But I did want to show you autopilot. So I can click on autopilot. I can set the speed that I want to run at. And I think this boat does about 15 knots, but I always set it, I put it at 20. You can go as high as you want. It just depends on how many knots the ship can do. Maybe you want to go slower in these types of areas because of shallow water. Because, I do the math. If you run ashore, you're going to damage the boat pretty heavily. And then just hit return now that auto is on. And you can see I don't have to do anything now. And matter of fact, if I try to slow the boat down, it'll pick it right back up. I can hit V, go into first person. I can look around. I don't have to really do anything. It's kind of nice. This gives me the ability to go back. And I usually leave it in sonar. But I can just go do whatever I want to do. Maybe watch a TV show. I know it sounds silly, but these games they're fun for me. They're not for everyone. So trust me when I say that. There's a lot of sailing time in this. It's not real time. It is accelerated time, but it's still pretty damn slow. So again, I'm going to pause. We're going to get further out. We'll get to the area. And then I'm going to lay some traps. I'll show you how that's done. I'll pause time again. We'll go 4 hours and game time. And then I'll restart the video and show you how I collect them and check them. I just stopped because I wanted to show you something on the sonar. Let me start it back up here. This is as soon as you see that, that's what you're over. That is not where I would drop a pod. That's a low population of lobster. We're looking for a much more cluster of them. We'll not be dropping a buoy here, but it looks like we are approaching what could be potentially something bigger and better. And to stop, I can just hit X and that will shut all the engines off, turn off the autopilot, and it will stop the boat. So I may be stopping here. It's got to be a lot thicker than that though. But I am getting into some lobster territory and not too far off the shore from the port. So this may be good news. So I'm going to keep watching the sonar and keep going. So BRB. All right, I did find, okay, this is not real thick, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop. I went ahead and canceled the autopilot. So let's go into first person. Come on now. Engine off. There we go. There we go. For the life of me, stop driving. There you go. Hit F. Now I'm free. So I'm going to go ahead and load a pod here. And I'm just hitting the E key. We'll bait this. You just hold it. It'll throw the bait in there. Should say you, when you go to hover, it'll say baited pot. And then you go behind it. You want to just push it, set it. And now we've dropped one here. Close our fridge. We'll get back in here. Now I'll show you the map view. There you can see it's 1 minute. So again, we've got a ways to go. We are getting, as I get through, I'm just going to go ahead and drop. I think I have 3 more. I'm going to drop them and wait for time. And I'm not going to show you all 4. It's a waste of your time and mine. So BRB. All right, we got a jackpot. The time passed, thank God. Let me go ahead and grab it. Let's see what we caught. 1. Oh my God. Grab him here. Wow, this is not... The first pot I opened didn't catch anything. He's kind of small. I don't know why it should stack. Yeah, there we go. All right. So we'll close the lid on that. And we'll go to the next one. I was hoping. Man, I was hoping. Let's rate up here. I think that searchlight, as I was thinking about it, is like if it gets dark, helping you find these buoys, maybe looking for land or obstacles, like if you're in the close to the port. I can't believe that only caught one. Look at all those lobsters, man. And that was 4 hours. It's not like it was empty. And I want to show you something to help you maybe avoid bugs. When you catch these, I always snag them. But I don't, I'll show you here. I go to first person and I go and manually do it. They bug out. And it looks like this one's bugged out. It's not giving me the... I mean, I'll swing around. It's not registering. I don't understand. I'm gonna end up losing another pot. They're not that expensive, but damn. Let me check the map. Yeah, it's 4 hours, almost 5 hours. It should be lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm not getting that circle. All right, let me pause, get lined up, and I'll snag this thing and we'll get back in. Yeah, I got lined up. I mean, it's perfect. It should be giving me a green reticle. It just not there. It's not there at all. It's definitely my boy. Almost 5 hours now, or over 5 hours. And nothing. And I'll show you something else that's to add more pain to this. All line. Yeah, I can't reset it. I can't do anything. If I had a hook, I could grab it. But it's, don't know what's going on. And to add insult to pain, if I go to the fast travel, it's not going to work. It should actually tell me I could fast travel here, but it's not working. So now I have to actually sail back manually. Which sucks. So I'm going to post that to the developers, but holy crap, man. It's bugged out. Can't fast travel. It's not working. So anyway, I got my one lobster. I can sail back manually, or I can just restart this whole damn thing. I don't know what's going on, but you know, take it for what it's worth. There's bugs. I don't know if anybody else has encountered this, but I definitely did. So I don't want to sway you one way or another if this is a good purchase or not, but I picked it up. I think the reason I picked it up, it was like on sale for like $5. So, I mean, that I can't even get McDonald's for that anymore. So I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but you know, I'm also not going to enjoy it if this keeps happening. So anyway, thank you for watching. and look forward to upcoming videos with you. I appreciate the comments and feedback. You guys are great. The tips and help that you've given me has been immense. You know, I'm old, so I don't pick up on stuff like I used to. But I'm still a gamer. I'm gonna game till I'm dead. That's I'm gonna be a kid till I'm dead. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you everyone. I appreciate you more than you know. Peace.